This summer solstice brings the launch of Synchronicity University. So excited about finally presenting you guys with a free, online, fully accessible data bank of astrology classes. You can watch lessons right now at synchronicityuniversity.com and of course my YouTube channel, nadiyashah.com. Hello, fabulous Gemini. Welcome to your Jupiter special horoscope covering Jupiter moving into the sign of Virgo from August 2015 right to September 2016. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much to all of you out there for your enthusiasm for these Jupiter special horoscopes. So grateful for that as well. So Jupiter now is going to move into a new part of the sky, and this has to do with home. This is a very important placement, if you will, in your sky and tends to suggest a year that is hugely consequential in the larger trajectory in your life. In fact, it is this coming year where you will lay some very important foundations that will reap some really wonderful fruit, help you manifest some really big dreams, big goals, and help you to really feel like you are living your life purpose a little further down the road. Specifically, we're looking at 6 to 7 years down the road. It is what you are putting into place now that will garner big fruit then. So there's an importance here about taking this year with a measure of seriousness. I mean, you never want to make life so serious that you forget to enjoy it. But it is wherever it is that you're finding blessings come about. It is wherever it is that life is showing you that you can be with you and you can be at peace with you. And here's what you can do to find a greater sense of peace within yourself. Well, that's going to be a big ticket showing you where some really great blessings can be for you. It's up to you to decide to listen to that. It's up to you to decide to embrace that. So we are going to have Jupiter at the very base of your chart. This part of the sky has to do with home, okay? So this is literally the home that you live in, but this is also the feeling of home. How able are you to give that to yourself? And it also has to do with your family of origin, specifically your parents as well. So we have got Jupiter moving into this part of the sky. One of the first things that tends to happen, and one of the things you can't expect to see, and again, I've seen this time and again, is that there are changes on the home front, positive changes on the home front. So you may redecorate. You may find yourself attracting a new, much better suited to you roommate. You could move, you might buy, you might sell, but either way, it's going to move you in a direction that feels that much more ideal. And in some cases, it may actually surprise you by manifesting that way as well, where positive changes do come about. Now, here's the thing I do want to make you a little bit mindful of. I look at the fact that Jupiter is there speaking in supreme harmony with Pluto. And Pluto right now in a placement for you that has to do with large sums of money, either coming or going. So this tells me if you are buying or selling, it can go supremely well for you right about now. If you are interested in or you've been trying to get into any kind of subsidized housing program, this can be a time when that goes exceptionally well. In fact, you have tremendous cosmic support for creating greater prosperity for yourself, regardless of how it comes in, whether it's buying or selling or benefits or subsidies or otherwise, for creating a sense of greater prosperity for yourself and feeling like your home is a gift, feeling like your home is a great blessing for you. So be open to that prospect, but also, of course, put those feelers out there. Now, I'm always going to be honest with you, and I've been saying this in all the videos, because with the amazingly great, there likely will be, for some of us, periods of tension. Periods where we have to identify where things are less than ideal as part of ultimately moving us in a much more empowered, much more positive direction. And I think that's kind of how life works. It's kind of the human experience, I actually think, that it often is through the acknowledgement of where things aren't working or where we're not happy and where it is that we desire change, that the most amazing positive changes, that the next great level of our lives are able to be achieved. but it starts with that level of acceptance. It starts by looking at where you are right now in certain areas of life. We have got this particular Jupiter speaking with Chiron. And I look at this and there's a few things that I see here. One is that it may just be that you feel that your home environment and your work environment, there's a desire there to find the right balance between the two that could end up motivating a change. What also this tends to play out is that it is by acknowledging ultimately what you don't like about your living environment. Specifically, I gotta say, and again, this is only gonna apply for a small percentage of you out there, and I'm always gonna be honest with you, but it could be that a new element enters into or near your home environment that triggers you in some way, that encourages you ultimately to make changes that empower you tremendously now and for a very long time to come, that actually help you to build great wealth for yourself and great success for yourself. So this could be something as simple as, you might have a roommate and your roommate relapses and you realize, wow, I really can't live with this person. It's inconvenient, it's uncomfortable, but you may have to face that. And as part of that, you may end up actually moving or changing your living situation. And because you change it, you are able to open up new possibilities and new potentials for your life as a result. I look at this, it could also be that in the living environment, there's a need for repairs that comes up, but ultimately these repairs help you to live in a place that ends up being a lot more positive for you as well, whether it's literally like a place that you end up liking aesthetically a lot more, or just personally as well, where you move into a different apartment, a different unit, or a whole new house, and this ends up working a lot better for you for the direction you desire your life to go. This is also the part of the house that has to do with our family of origin. And so when Jupiter moves into this part of the sky, there's healing, there's a need for attention, yes. There's time being spent as well. And this can be a really powerful time. So whether you're, for example, if your parents are with us or not, if you had a strong relationship with them or not, if they're alive and you can reconcile with them, or even if that's not the case, you will find a deepening sense of love for your family of origin and for your parents in particular. So if they're with us, you're going to find yourself enjoying their company that much more, finding yourself relating to them on a heart level, and actually seeing them from a very different perspective. And this is really thanks to Pluto. When I look at this particular conversation, this says to me that, I think that one very important moment that happens in life, and really is sort of the marker of when you start transitioning from childhood into adulthood, is when you see your parents as human beings and they are equal to you. And so up until that moment, right, in our psyche, and this goes back to like Freud, Freud had said, he had this theory that our parents are first examples of a higher power. And whatever our relationship with our parents is like ultimately determines what we believe God is. So this is his theory, okay? Our parents are our demonstration and speak volumes ultimately of the spiritual life that we manifest, especially in early life. And then you get to adulthood and your life is yours and you get to choose. You get to choose your beliefs, you get to choose your spirituality, you get to choose a concept of the universe, whatever you want to call it, whatever's divine for you, in a way that serves you best. You get to make that choice. And I think as part of that moment, as part of that transition, it comes when we realize that our parents are human and they did what they could do. They did the best that they could with whatever skills or psychology or base that they were coming from. And at the end of the day, they were doing their best. And now your life is yours. And it's about you recognizing the humanity in them and the humanness in them and seeing a camaraderie where they move past just being a caregiver or a parent, and you start to move towards a level of understanding, of compassion, and even in some cases, friendship as well. That is what Jupiter moving through this part of the sky promises you. that real possibility to make a profound transformation, to make a profound change that ultimately can have you seeing your past and your childhood, your family, with a very different lens, a lens that ultimately empowers you greatly and helps you to take ownership and helps you to make some very important changes that really can have a sweeping effect on many different areas of life at that. What I love about Jupiter moving through this part of the sky for you is that ultimately what it really comes down to is you feeling comfortable within yourself, you feeling safe within yourself, within your own skin, and knowing that there is a place within you that you can find a deep sense of acceptance, yes, but also that ultimately you are able to give to yourself what you need most on a very essential level, that you are able to create a feeling of home in your own heart and in your own spirit. And from that place of inner security, just about anything becomes possible in the world for you. Well, thank you so much for watching this Jupiter special for your sign. So grateful that you're here. I love interacting with you guys, Facebook, Twitter, Google, plus my website, nadiyashah.com, and the YouTube comments as well. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, thumbs up. Truly so grateful for it. I wish you all good things with this Jupiter transit and beyond. It'll be a great Jupiter transit. Enjoy.